whatever. And the brown leather, I just think they look really nice.
Yeah.
Where is the back of your sling mount? You might not remember.
I
Because I remember when I was buying stock, the one was one like the bottom, and the other one was on the side. I got the side one.
yeah.
So now like all the sling is just like on the side, so it like doesn't have to make like a half turn when you actually
Right.
sling it.
I
Pretty cool.
feel like mine's on the bottom, but I don't know.
That's how most of the ones I was seeing were. I don't know what's weird about mine. It's probably not correct or something. I don't really care.
No.
I care a little bit.
A little bit sad.
We need to buy other field, and then when we make more money, we need to buy other Krone mower,
Oh
and then we
yeah.
need to sell all other mowers.
Yeah.
Just have the Krones keep them over here, along with like
We could probably sell
the
all the mowers
case.
now.
Well, you could sell them all now because we don't use them.
Who's gonna mow and then
Try-
windrow?
Yeah, and eventually, exactly. Eventually, then you have eventually you have two tractors over here.
Right. And
Just leave them over here with the balers.
yeah.
And you can drive a tractor back and forth. That wouldn't really make a big difference, I guess, but still. And then buy more land.
Yes. That was the thing. I forgot how much money we have. That was the thing. Were we going to buy 30 over there?
Yeah. What? It has wheat in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. Whenever, doesn't matter. We could wait till we sell the canola if
Yeah.
we don't want to go down to nothing, but it really doesn't matter.
Right.
I mean, canola, soybeans.
Yeah.
Which is next month, by the way.
Nice. June. Yeah. And then potentially turn. Well, it depends how much money, but turn 40 into maybe a poplar to see how that goes.
Yeah, we could do that. We need money at least to buy the. We need money to buy the planter, which, as I recall, is a bit pricey, but it might not be that pricey.
What planter? Oh, the poplar planter.
You have to have a special planter to plant the poplar.
That was like 26 gram.
You sure?
Yeah.
Maybe I was looking at a bigger one.
No. I don't know. Maybe.
I thought maybe there was only one.
Well,
I
there's
don't know.
one.
I thought it was like 80 grand.
No, that's the heads and stuff.
Oh.
That's the attachment to be able
Must
to
be
attach.
thinking wrong then.
Well, you need like a lot of money to harvest it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm saying we could at least plant it.
Yeah, we can
It
plant
takes
it.
a while to grow, does it not?
Well, so I was trying to look up here before I started, and I couldn't find anything on it.
I think it takes a while to grow, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. So we'd potentially, by the time it grew, we'd have enough money.
Yeah.
And then also, it doesn't matter if we don't harvest it right away, because you can just
Yeah, it doesn't
stay
do
forever.
bad. Yeah.
So if we don't quite have enough money right away, we can just wait till we do and then buy the thing.
Yeah.
And then we turn 37 into poplar.
Ooh. Make all that chips. Make all those wood chips.
We call them wood chips. Because then we need a forage. We need lots of stuff.
Yes.
Were we going to buy a forage harvester, or were we going to try to do the tractor thing? Probably.
I'd probably do the tractor thing. The forage harvester is like a lot.
Yeah,
of money.
they're crazy expensive, are they not?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you spend $500,000 probably just to try to get all that ready.
They're more expensive than regular harvesters, for the most part.
I think so.
There's not as wide of a range, maybe.
There's a good many. The biggest thing is well, I don't know, but the tractor attachment's like 80 grand or something. And then you need like a 60 grand head.
So we could probably, and then you need the wagon.
Well,
I
think we can use our standard.
Wait, we can just use our own wagons.
Half pipe.
Well then, so we could potentially get by with about 150K or what? 200K at least.
Yeah, I would say under 200,000.
Under 200.
I would say.
which that's chump change. It's not, but it
Well, as soon as we buy 30, it's not going to be.
no. We could hold off on that just until we make more, because 30 is going to take all of it.
30 would take a lot of it.
I'm saying we could hold off on doing anything with 40, different with 40, until we like sell the next round of bales.
Yeah, with 30, you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, 30 won't be until
Where
wheat's done. Yeah.
it won't be a full year's worth of harvest probably, but
No.
it'll be this much plus. It'll be last year plus.
Right.
No, actually, last year we didn't even get all the harvests out of 33, if you'll recall.
No, we had only had 2
We
harvests
started
out of that.
33 mid-year. Yeah, we might
Yeah,
not
'cause that
want to
had
do
canola.
that. Yeah, we might not. Okay, we'll buy 30, turn it into grass. We should probably then change
37.
37 to something. What I'm saying is that's a lot of bales.
Yeah. So if you turn 37
If
into
we
soy,
add, I'm saying,
or what?
yeah, maybe not this time, but yeah, I don't know. Definitely when 30 is the whole way up and running,
Yeah.
that's going to be a lot of bales.
Yeah, and the idea is, I think, to move all the grass over in that area anyway. So,
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying if you got too many more bales, then that would take even longer to sell. And
oh yeah, no, it's
whatnot.
and you definitely can't take them to the bio plant.
No. Stupid.
That is dumb.
Is there any point? I'm looking here. There's field 34. There's not really any point in buying unless we would do like cows or something on it.
44.
No, the
Oh.
one right below me. It's all surrounded by roads, so you can't like join it into 33.
34.
34, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
I was I'm thinking of buying like all the land over here. Just saying, there's barely any point in that one.
No. Unless you put a bioplant one or something. But that's sort of pointless. The biggest thing for making a selling point was so that you don't have to carry it very far.
Yeah.
Well, no, the selling... No, it doesn't make you... I don't even think it makes you any money. The selling point. Other than
No,
selling
selling
it.
point's done.
Yeah. It would be the factories.
But the return on your investment is only just not having to travel so far.
Right.
It should throw you some money. That's kind of stupid that it doesn't give you any money.
It is a little bit if you think about it.
It should just every month give you some.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have to be a lot, just a little.
Right.
I'm gonna say something. I can't remember what it was. It's gonna be profound. Yeah, profound.
I'm a genius. You were going to mention it again?
Oh, what was the thing about? Do we have to? Can't we just get a? We could also potentially just get a baler. What was the thing where on the picture you don't actually cut it down or anything?
Oh, bell the poplar.
The poplar.
I don't know how that works as far as chips goes. Does that make chips or does that make...
I don't know what that makes.
Because it makes round bells.
Huh. So what I'm saying is, if we didn't have the, and that uses a regular baler. No. You have to use the special.
It looked like you... Yeah, they have they sell a different beller that's...
Yeah, it's so different baler. Okay, never mind.
Compacts poplar. And I guess it chops it down as well.
We should plant regular trees and then buy all the tree harvesting stuff. And just do
How do you
logging.
plant regular trees? You just go in the menu and plant trees like...
No, there's a tree planter.
So then you plant trees or saplings?
I think. I could be wrong.
That's what I thought the poplars were.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
But that's sort of... The poplars don't grow like regular poplars. I don't understand that, really.
I'd be interested to see actually what it all looks like.
It just looks like tall brush.
On that picture, but maybe something's weird about it. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe.
We will join 30 and 33 together, correct?
Ooh, I didn't think that. Obviously. Doesn't add that much, but yeah.
No, it's
just
just
a farm path.
No, I was just thinking of that because I run over 30 a bit. The way I'm doing it, stupid maybe too. I could have started on this end.
No, you're
I
going
started
back
on
and
the other
forth.
end.
You went side to side.
No, it's because of the angle of this. I'm going in an angle compared to the world, if you will,
I'm seeing you drive. Wow.
because I started with the angle side.
Yeah.
Sabe?
What? Wow. Yeah, that's an odd angle.
Where are you?
I was in the mini map or the
Oh.
world map. I've always did the long ways, I guess.
Yeah, I should have went and started on the long side. I started long ways, but on the slant side. So then when I get to the straight side, it's like I'm going off at an angle into the next field over. And this mower gets hangish dirty.
No, I know it's nasty. Nasty.
Why is there a blue bale just in the middle? Oh, that makes sense. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
What?
Nothing?
There should be no bells. Oh, are you coming home?
Yeah, I'm here I'm here spraying it off. I'm done mowing.
Oh, was that you just driving across the middle of the field?
Maybe.
I just saw you driving across the middle. Oh, you're still mowing.
Beautiful mower. Love this mower. We need to get a Krone forage harvester.
Yeah.
If we really get into poplar, that needs to happen.
Well, it doesn't seem like you have to bell it very much, or like manipulate it very much.
No, that'd be. The one thing is, I wonder how long it takes to grow.
Yeah, I couldn't find that.
Did you try googling it?
Yeah.
And you can't find anything about it?
It just says, well, you type in popular, and it brings up the popular crops. The top popular crops, I think.
Oh. Are you saying poplar or popular?
Well, I thought I was saying popular.
Poplar
or poplar
is poplar. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. Maybe I was spelling.
Probably you put in poplar and it's like.
It probably auto-corrected or something.
Showing you results for popular.
Yeah, sometimes they'll say, we've changed your word.
Yeah, we changed your word for absolutely no reason other than we thought you were a big old dummy.
Yeah,
so
we thought we knew better. We knew
but then
we knew better.
There's typically a button that says click here to search for what you really wrote.
I've seen them where it shows it in the actual search. It says this does not contain the word such and such because we eliminated it.
Oh, that too. Oh,
search.
By the way, yeah, they'll say you'll search like a sentence and they'll be like, here's a search result does not contain the word this.
Yeah.
You can if there's one word that's the most important and all your search results are kind of leaving that out because it's abnormal.
Yeah.
You can Google the same thing but put quotations around the most important word and it will only show results with that word.
Oh. That's nice. That's handy.
Yeah. I watched a little video a while back. There's a number of things like that, like where Google can be even more useful if you know like certain things. But yeah, that's one of my favorite. That's the one that I remember and that I use at times.
Huh. Does it help the searches? Like, does it find more stuff?
if there's nothing, if what you're searching for doesn't really exist, it doesn't, which is happens sometimes. It seems like,
Right.
but yeah, definitely helps. Like there's a bunch of descriptive words but so sometimes it'll pick things with the maximum amount of the word, like the key kind of keywords that you've searched for, but then the byproduct of that is it leaves out, yeah,
Yeah, the ones you want.
the ones you want, so you can make it prioritize basically.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. You know what's a scary thought?
What?
You know, in the battle between
Waterloo.
the left and the right
Oh yeah.
or whatever, you always think, well, basically at least uh, like the right already battles and guns and whatnot.
Right.
Guess who hikes?
Liberals.
I think, yeah, a lot of them. So yeah, you see your fat blue hair, which is a lot of liberals. But imagine like part of warfare
It's being in fit.
is being fit and being mobile.
But are they?
I don't know.
It's a curious thought.
I mean, imagine somebody that hikes the whole Appalachian Trail. There was one guy, I don't know if he actually could have been conservative, who knows. There's one guy that said, oh yeah, he does it about every 4 years. Full through hike.
Oh wow.
Said, yeah, every election year.
Sounds like he has a life.
It's kind of annoying because it was in one of those first days and I was feeling pretty down, and you're slogging
Oh, you actually met
through
him.
your trail, and like he comes walking toward us like cool, like didn't look like he was putting out much effort, like sipping a bottle of Dasani. Like, oh hey, how's it going? And we're like, oh good. He's like, okay, you doing? Oh, we're just doing the 100 mile. Okay, yeah. No, I'm doing the whole thing. Yeah, I do it about every 4 years. So yeah.
How long is it taking? 4
I don't know.
years.
We didn't ask.
Takes him
Yeah.
4 years. He just walked back
when he's done, he just.
Huh.
But I decided the reason that they're liberal. Think about it. You think outdoors people a lot of times are conservative, which is true. However, to do like the Appalachian Trail, that doesn't really mesh well with like the nuclear family.
Right.
So if you're 30, like a 30-year-old couple, or even just like, yeah,
The only thing is,
like you can't really do it if you have a family.
think how many hunters there are.
Yeah, but they're not going for extended periods of time. So
Some of them
hence,
hike.
if you would go to like a shorter hike, you might see more conservatives. The people who are doing the whole thing could potentially tend to be more liberal just because.
Wait, but how many of those type of
Fair enough.
people are there? I'm saying like hunters will hike mountains out west for hunting elk or mule deer, and
That's
they'll
true,
go
and you have to carry a
forever.
gun, which I thought.
And then they're
About
good shots.
if I was carrying all my things and then also carrying a gun and then also packing out an elk,
Right, my goodness.
and
Yeah, people
that's what they
go,
always say. That's what they always say is you always end up shooting the elk down in some
Yeah.
canyon. Was the other thing. There's Alex had this. Pap got Alex this book. It was a guy who would write comedy like articles and like sportsman's magazines. Patrick McManus. I know if you've heard of him.
Heard of them.
But he had a whole book of just like a collection of Patrick McManus. Pretty thick book. It was a lot of stuff. Hilarious. Anyway, that was the one thing. He's like going on the elk hunt. It's like you come back like you want to give some of it away, but you like be super careful and only give little bits because you want to keep it for yourself. And then he's like a year later, you're like almost paying people to get rid of the bloody thing. So much meat, and you just can't.
Can't eat it all.
Yeah.
That's what I think Joe Rogan always does, or has done. Doesn't he get one every year or something? And then he has like packs out his freezer, and then he has like meat all year.
Yeah, that's interesting. People that hunt, especially if they're poor along with it, or not necessarily poor, but just frugal.
Yeah.
There's no reason to buy meat when you can literally get it for free,
Yeah.
and you're going to be doing it anyway. Certain people like Elijah said, he used to not like hamburgers very much
Wow.
because it was always deer burgers,
Oh right.
which is okay, but it's not a replacement.
No.
The fact of the matter is, it's not as good.
No. It's a whole different thing. A whole different animal.
Otherwise, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Settle down. Otherwise, they would have domesticated deer, and we would be eating deer meat instead of.
Right.
I mean, because deer fat is just terrible. Maybe if you
Oh.
domesticate deer, it would be less gamey.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
one raised on
delicious
corn.
fatty beef. It's fantastic, but
The deer out I think in Ohio, more or less are raised on corn. I think it is. And
Are they
they're
better?
I think yeah, the flavor of them are a lot better.
oh really? So it depends on diet. That makes a lot of
So
sense.
you're getting a lot of
actually.
acorn deer.
That's
and
why.
Stuff.
That's why grass-fed beef aren't as good as
Now,
good
hold on.
stockyard
Oh well, yeah.
grain-fed. Oh,
A
so
grain-fed
good.
beef is way better.
Yeah, and like also milk.
Yeah.
That's why Arlen's milk is better than your stupid bougie
There was
grass-fed bullcrap.
we used to get some bougie milk because it was cheaper. The guy didn't get
Mhm.
his ratings yet. He was just starting, so he had a bunch of bougie milk. It was like not
It's not as good,
well. It was good.
or was it?
It was good because it's all grass, natural. It was supposed to be all this like weird stuff. Anyway, it was good except when garlic season came around.
That's what I always think about.
Tasted horrible. It tasted like garlic. You're just drinking garlic milk. It was nasty.
Also, the other thing that's funny, certain things lend themselves to being mass-produced, and milk is one of them because the more cows you have, the better the milk. Milk
Really?
from one cow, I actually don't know this from personal experience, but this is what I'm told. Milk from one cow, terrible.
Really?
Well, it's just too, yeah, it has a more specific taste.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You'd
So
have
like
to mix
each
it
cow's
all.
milk tastes different.
Yeah.
So like the more cows you have, the more mixture you have, and the more like uniform and just like.
Right.
But if you have one cow, it's like one. Let's say one cow gets into the garlic, but it's mixed in amongst all the cows.
Right.
It's fine. One cow gets in the garlic, and that's all the milk that you have.
Oh yeah, that'd be
You've
horrible.
ruined everything.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Plus-
that's what they say about the more. I mean, I think there's a point to where it doesn't really make a difference if there's more, but like
It would also be a little
it's
bit
over
like
a certain.
weird, awkward, like more personal. Like I'm drinking your Pacific titty juice, and it's like, a little bit gross.
Huh?
Oh.
I
Oh.
You're lapping it up like a
Just-
fucking Labrador.
Just lapping it up. It was so nasty.
Oh, that's funny.
You almost want to throw up. Oh.
And people eating, I need to. There's an area I need to grow.
What? You don't like to
people
hear
eating
people
bothers me.
Oh. I apologize.
Depending.
I apologize.
Yeah, all lunch. No.
You were just grossed
The thing,
out.
if there's enough, it's weird because if there's enough people, I feel bad. 'Cause I feel like since coming from a large, back when everyone was at the house and everyone's talking and eating at the same time, you don't notice. But like the fewer people there is, and like the
Yeah.
quieter it is,
Gum, 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 gum.
it. About to say something mean, just so
Okay.
you know. Not really, but a little bit. Elijah can make one nut sound like he has an entire mouthful. I don't know how.
Is this sexual?
He picked up a
What
yes.
is this?
He
puts
he picked up a pistachio, popped it in his mouth, and it sounded like he would have had like a whole handful.
He was eating quarters.
Which you're out in the woods, like it's quiet and like yeah.
uh, Sometimes if I'm eating, I can't think of what it would be. But something like a chip or something crunchy. I like to eat it like a Labrador or something, like a dog. Like a dog of any sort. Like where you know how dogs eat. They don't like close their lips and then like chew it.
No.
It's all chop chop chop
Exactly.
chop 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 chop, and they like open their mouth. I love doing
why
that.
do you think? Why do you think the one pistachio sounded like many?
Well, yeah. Is that just how he eats? Is that just how he does it, or what?
He was doing it. He
Was
was
he just
doing
was he
it.
just being a dick, or was it just how he do?
He does that more than some.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be mean. It's
No,
not,
that's to each his
but
own.
yeah, it's more his style. She also was of the opinion that, oh, you're out in the woods, so like,
Be gross.
I bet.
He was or she was?
No, him.
Oh yeah.
Megan was like, just because you're out in the woods doesn't mean you have to like,
Be a dick.
yeah, basically.
If you're by yourself, maybe that'd be one thing to practice, but
That's why dog. Actually, the funny thing is, dogs eating chips is my favorite thing
how
because they
come,
sound like people a little bit.
then how come when I do it, it's not cute?
That's funny. Dogs chewing. Why is that? Okay, that's an interesting thought. Dogs chewing with their mouth open isn't really much of a different sound than humans chewing with their mouth
No,
open.
I can replicate
So why
it
is
pretty
it gross
good.
when people do it, but not when dogs do it?
Because dogs are gross already.
You expect it.
Yeah.
But the noise when a person does it, like grisels at me. Like
Oh,
I want to cover my ears almost.
slurping. The slurping at
Oh,
rice
it's awful.
pudding. That,
But a dog like lapping up the dog lapping up water. Like I literally don't care.
to be fair, I hate all of it. So nasty to me.
Strange.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't.
the other thing is,
Dogs
if
are
a dog
gross.
licks my face, like I don't
Oh.
necessarily like encourage it, but I don't care.
Is that
Like
why
I
you
would
get?
do the thing.
But you don't like it when I lick your face.
Yeah, but when Carrie tries to lick my face, I'm like, ew, no.
Shoo, shoo, shoo.
I think
Down,
we agreed never
down,
in
boy.
public, never in the house.
Not in the house. Maybe if we were on a hike or something.
Like, and I would even do the thing like, especially like for children because it's funny. But like, you'd tell the dog, "Tell me a secret," and you put his ear up, and they always just lick it for some reason.
No, yeah.
You put your ear up to their mouth, they always just lick it. She'd just be like, "Tell me a secret," and they go,
Weird flappy thing. I'll lick this, please. Delicious.
you like
and salty.
proffer it, and they're like, "Okay, kind of weird, but." That's why my theory is people are the grossest animal.
I'd stand by that.
What poo would you rather step in? Dog? Cow? People?
Neither? None?
Which one? None? Okay.
None.
2 piles of poo, have to step in one. Which one are you going for? Okay. You accidentally step in a pile of poo.
What would you prefer?
You realize it's A, B, or C. Which one do you prefer?
Cow.
Cow, definitely. But okay, dogs is grosser because they have more of a protein diet, kind of like people.
Yeah.
Dog or people?
Oh.
Obviously. Right?
People, obviously. No,
Exactly.
dog, hopefully, if it's been, like, dried in the sun for a while. Dog
Both
has
fresh,
but dog
both
has such a
sticky.
smell. It's like,
But
oh,
people?
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm not.
So much worse.
I'm not preferring. I'm not definitely not preferring that. I'm just saying they both are like the dog has like a rotten like a oh just this is
I'm
a
just saying people
horrible.
are grosser.
Huh?
I'm just saying people are grosser.
Oh no, people are definitely grosser. But I don't know why. What's the difference? All animals.
So that leads me to this. Would you rather? This is maybe a little more difficult. I have my opinion, but it's not always the same. Would you rather find a dog hair in your food or a people hair?
People.
Really
100%.
interesting.
Well, it depends what the
See,
person
that's
is. But see, this is where it breaks down because I think this is the reason why
okay.
humans
You
are
have no
gross.
idea. You have no idea the person. You have no
Yeah.
idea the dog. Just you're at a
Okay.
restaurant, let's say. I guess if there's a
Human.
dog hair in your restaurant,
Yeah,
you'd be like,
if I'm at a
why?
restaurant, what
Is there
beef
a dog hair?
is what type of beef is this really? Is it boof?
Okay,
Is
okay,
it
whatever.
boof,
You know the
or is
dog.
it beef?
No, hold on. You know the dog. You know the people. It's at a outside barbecue. There's a dog that runs around. There's people that are there. With the person that cooks the food, you know whose hair it is if you find a hair.
Hair, human.
Dog or people. You're still doing human. That's
Human.
interesting. I guess the human would be cleaner.
That's my hope. A, do- a dog is like
Okay.
dogs smell to me. You pet a dog, yay! Now my hand smells like dog. It smells like you. And like
That's actually true, and it's funny because cats don't. A lot of time, cats are better.
cats.
Cats don't smell.
Oh no, cats are very clean. Yeah, it almost.
Actually, our cat smells like, I think I've said this before, but our cat smells like freshly laundered clothes a lot of the time,
It seems like I've seen
especially in
that
the
before.
winter. It sits out by the dryer vent 'cause it's
yeah,
warm,
yeah,
and then it
yeah.
smells like freshly dried, like, which
That
is a
is nice.
fantastic smell.
Oh yeah. It's like
And, yeah, and
burying
the
your
cat smells
head
like
in
that,
a
so-
basket of clothes.
You can literally like
I'd still,
like, rub
almost.
the cat against your face, and it's
Oh yeah.
nice.
I'd still
And they're not
almost.
shedding because it's the winter.
Yes, I'd still almost take human over cat. Because cats lick their skin. That's like saliva, wouldn't it? Or lick their fur.
I don't know. See, like,
Even though they don't
I'd almost
stink.
prefer an animal hair.
Ah,
People hair is gross. Well, part of the problem is if it's part of the length bothers me a good bit.
yeah.
I one time bit into a cookie, and it was baked in, and like
Ah, that's
I tried to
bad.
just like, and it just pulled and pulled, and like the cookie wouldn't actually separate.
And then when it breaks off.
Oh, it's terrible. I
That's-
ended up like shoving, like I didn't want to like make a super big deal about it.
Yeah.
It was at my grandma's house.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I tried to like take the bite, and the bite wouldn't come because it just
Oh,
kept stretching
me.
the hair out.
Oh.
So
Oh. That makes me almost want to throw up right now. I'd rather
So
listen
I
to that
just,
guy
like-
lap rice pudding.
I just like mashed like the whole thing in my mouth pretty much.
Oh, and just
Just didn't think about it.
and just ate everything. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best way.
Oh,
It
that's
might not be the
gross.
best way, but it's the way I chose.
It's like this.
And
If it's cooked, it's going to be clean. Like it's more than likely brought up to temperature. I think
the only problem with the cooking is, in this case, that's what made it an integral part of the cookie.
right.
Otherwise, I could have just picked it off quietly and.
Yes, but but what I would run with is the idea that it is then brought to temperature because hair should be brought up to like 180 degrees before it's
Yes.
edible.
But here's my. This might be gross. The thing that bothers me about those types of things somehow is not the idea of it being unclean.
It's just the hair.
It's just the fact that, like, if you told me, by the way, I baked hair in with the cookie that you just ate, I would not immediately become, like, grossed out if I'd never even noticed it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, actually, there was hair in that. I know there's great gobs of it, and I wondered what that furry stuff was and didn't know. Like, that's pretty gross. But, like, if I honestly had no idea what was in it, and you'd be like, I licked the spoon before I dished it out, I literally wouldn't care.
Right.
I'd be like, why did you do that, you monster? Maybe.
Part of
But
me
I wouldn't be
is
grossed
in
out.
you. Part of me is in you. How does that make you feel, Brian?
You don't have to say it like that.
That's a Family Guy reference.
It's like I'm not even like I'm not a germaphobe.
Oh, I am. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, like when I was in Ireland, they thought I was a germaphobe suddenly because I expressed a desire not to hold hands with other men. Let's just say it like it
That
is.
sounds reasonable.
I thought so.
Oh.
We were doing a team building exercise. We were supposed to hold hands.
Were they other
with just
Irish?
the person next to you.
Were
No,
oh.
it was all the staff. So it was
Oh, okay.
no Irish people. There was a couple
That would have been a
Polish,
little bit better. Huh?
couple Poles.
Oh, well, that's. They should have just went along. They should have realized they were doing. Makes sense.
Anyway, yeah, I was like, ew, no. Like, I forget what else happened that I was like, they apparently got it in their heads that, like, I was that type of a person, which is fine. What? I bumped my left arrow, and now I... That got me.
I'm down the tractor.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Forget. Whatever.
Everybody then thought you were a German.
Oh yeah, but then one of the people didn't want to finish their food, or they were full of it. I forget what it was, and they were like, oh, except you'd probably like. They offered it to me, but then they were like, oh, but wait, like basically germaphobe, and I was like, literally no, like, use your fork, I don't care. Exactly.
He's just in there.
I would be that guy actually.
I sort of took you for one of those type of people.
I would like if I knew
Okay,
beforehand.
there you
like,
go.
You were like,
What would you prefer, human milk or cow milk?
that's a toss up. I'm gonna go.
I'd be more curious to what what it tastes like more than anything. Like that would be.
Sweet.
I've heard that. That'd be the only reason I would. But
I don't know
I
from
couldn't.
experience.
I don't think. I don't. No, I no. But I don't think I could though. It'd be. That
I
would
can't.
be.
I honestly cannot.
That'd
I
be the-
cannot envision. I can barely envision a circumstance where I would be like, oh sure, okay. And I guess if you're married and like.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I've
even
heard
then,
that.
Like I don't know. That's the only time. Like.
Yeah.
But is it? What about if it's your own? Like that should be better, but somehow that's almost worse.
Oh, that'd be.
But it's not.
You just
It's still pretty
lap it up a
gross.
little. Lap some up a little bit.
Well, that's how I know that it's sweet because somebody told me.
Yeah, I know. I've heard people tell me that.
I mean, I technically have had some. Not gonna lie.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I say I haven't, but
You nasty.
I used to just. Oh man.
Get
It's
all up in
practically
there.
It's practically all I ate for a while.
Oh. Well, I've heard of people that were, I believe, the age was 9.
Oh heavens, that's awful.
9 seems a bit old, but I think that's what it was.
No. I heard there was this. Where did I hear this? It was an article or something. Where there's an article where they were saying how you should basically do it longer.
There's so
Forget
much-
where the counter to the article came from. Maybe it was a letter to the editor. And the next, whatever the case, somebody was like, when they start like opening up themselves, that's when you know.
Opening. Oh.
Like when they start like
Un-
unclasping things.
oh.
That's the definite cutoff point. I mean,
Well-
maybe before then.
Probably when
But-
they also say, that one's done or something.
So.
I forget the exact wording of that's just sin right there. That's pure blown homemade unadulterated sin. Definitely homemade. Oh, that's nasty. Oh.
Let's move on.
Yeast. Making homemade yeast.
You know that I make throw up noise for jest, but I feel like a great blessing that I have is not being super much that way.
What? Being like throw up when stuff.
Throw up, like, oh,
Yeah.
gross, feel like throwing up, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Can't. I guess I do a little bit maybe, but not like.
The worst for me is smells.
Okay. I can't. I get grossed out by smells, but not like
Which
throw
seems
up.
which seems obvious, but like, if there was gonna be something that made me throw up, it'd be a smell.
Huh. No, I can't. Like the only thing like would make me want to throw up is thinking. Like my mind can wander
Oh,
and
see,
I can think of
I
stuff.
can think all day long. It's fun.
Like
Unless I'm smelling a smell, like if I think about the smell, that makes it worse. Like you have to like not think about it
right.
for the smell not to make you throw up. Like there's that, but like okay, for instance, Alex had a horrible. Alex is a little bit of a gaggy person, but he had a bad experience one time. Rotten cat. That's all I'll say about it. Anyway,
Oh.
at the time, moving on. At the time, I can completely understand like a little
Yeah.
bit. Not awful. For me, that would have been the biggest thing. But Alex afterwards talking about it.
Really?
Yeah,
And I actually threw
I
up.
guess he would. He never threw up. He just actually no,
Gag a little
actually
bit.
gagged.
Yeah. So I
Like
had.
he'd have to stop. He'd have to stop. I guess if he kept on just trying to talk about it, he might have. He would have to stop talking about it and like try to think about something else for a while or something.
I had a skunk die under my car and live there for a little bit until it was full of maggots and liquid. It became liquid. Skunk liquid is not ideal, and it lived in my like head for generations. And like the car smelled of skunk, and now I love the smell of skunk. I used to love the smell of skunk. It smelled like there was something about it. It wasn't
That don't seem
gross to
right.
me. It wasn't gross to me. Skunk cabbage, I liked the skunk cabbage smell. There was nothing like, it didn't smell like foul to me. There was just a uniqueness to it.
It's interesting because we say that it stinks, but it doesn't stink in
In a
a traditional way at all.
Right. That's the thing. Now it's almost ruined. It's coming back to where it's not too bad, but it like almost ruined it as far as the smell, because when I would smell
Like
it,
it's almost more.
it would bring back the rotten smell to it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like it
Like,
never had a
it's-
rotten smell before.
The biggest problem with like skunk smell is that if it actually is on you or very close, it's just way too overpowering.
Right.
Like faintly, like I smell it faintly, and I'm not like fantastic
No,
smell.
right.
But I'm not like gross, like super, like oh super stinky. And I think it stinks kind of, but also like at the same time, if you analyze it, like what makes this smell different than anything else? It's not really like
It's not the
typically
stench.
typically stink is like feces or rot. Like
Right.
that's the
The rotten
like,
is what
that's
gets
the-
me. Like the liquid rotten. It's the
Yeah.
breakdown of skin.
like whenever
just
when you're not
ugh.
sure if milk products
Oh,
that have gone south, I will say that is about my worst.
that's a pretty bad stank.
Especially like okay, so
Especially
I
if you
can
drank a
eat,
little
like-
bit of it. And
I
you
can
smell
eat
it and you
things
go,
that-
"Ugh, that was in
I
me."
can eat things that are like
You eat
not
yogurt.
maybe quite yogurt's fantastic. I can eat things that are maybe not quite right or whatever. Like, is this meat okay? You
Right.
fry it up, you eat it anyway, whatever. Like I can do some of that.
Right.
If I get the sense that milk is like
Oh, I know.
not quite
A couple
I'm,
days
I'm pretty
before
much
being
done.
bad, yeah.
I'm pretty much done. Like it turns for me, and I'm just like no.
When it starts getting
worth it.
clear on top. When you pour it out and
That's-
there's separation.
Oh, is that the cutoff point?
That's the cutoff point.
What about dad? What about when dad has his little thing of milk that he puts in his cream that he puts in his coffee? No, it's milk. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh wait, you were doing every other one.
Makes it easier to turn around.
I forgot. Dang it. When
What?
you've done me wrong.
Why have I done you
Also,
wrong?
I didn't see you. I didn't see you because I was doing a little bit of a top-down thing.
Oh, I've been doing that for a while.
Oh
Thinking of
yeah,
cheese sour.
Dad would have this cream, anyhow he'd use it for long enough that the when he would know it was time to get new cream, he would it would be because he would pour it in his coffee and it would come up
And clumps.
as pieces more. Which it
Kernels.
didn't, according to him, it never tasted bad, and I smelled it already, and it doesn't smell bad yet, but
It's one
it
it's
does
why.
come up in like strings.
Yeah. Cream's one of those things where it's difficult to smell that actual bad flavor because it sort of has like a
But you can
smell
use sour
almost.
cream and stuff. Like
Yeah,
once it goes sour, that's when it's delicious in potatoes and whatnot,
that's yeah.
which is pretty gross, but still, I mean, you can't argue with the fact that it just is.
Yeah. That's what I was
It's just
saying,
weird
yogurt.
because actual sour, like cream that has gone sour, is terrible. Sour cream for why isn't that like
Yay,
if you
yum,
buy
sour
sour cream at the
cream.
store, like you can eat like a spoonful of it
Because
plain,
it's
and
cultured. It's designed to be that.
good, but it's not really sour cream. But actual cream that just straight up went sour is fantastic in recipes. Which just if you would have a spoonful, like
Right.
so bad, it'd be the worst.
Yeah. You can make yogurt out of milk. I mean, you just let it go bad.
Is that literally all yogurt is?
Pretty much.
No, there has to be a culture.
You might add a culture to it,
But
but I'm saying
there's
it's
a particular culture because like you make your yogurt. Mom would typically take I think just like bought yogurt, start the yogurt with that, and then like you if you want to keep making it just before the yogurt's quite all, that's you
yeah,
use like. But just it's a particular culture that you're going for. You're not just.
but that's also sort of in the way sour cream is, isn't it? It's a particular culture.
I guess maybe sometimes you hit upon the right one, or is that not how that works?
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it always hits the right one.
I don't know. I mean, cheese is moldy, but just moldy cheese isn't what you want.
Right, blue cheese. Fabulous.
You have to have that particular
Yeah,
mold,
yeah.
specific one. Just like, whoa. Oh, wait, you did all this over here. This is all done?
Everything's done over there.
Darn it, I need 6%
I have
grass.
87%. We didn't work together.
No, we did not. You know what? I'm
saying
parking
it's,
it.
I'm saying it's grew up. It'll be ready to go by the time we sell it. Oops. Careful.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Careful.
I'm
Give me,
levitating.
give me some of that water. Levitate lotus. Good enough.
It's not done. It's not done. Just wait. I'll tell you when it's done.
You're making the bell all wet.
Okay, now it's done.
Okay.
I think the mini map is funny with the jumble of pink. Can't tell what anything is.
No.
If something went poorly over here and you wanted to reset a piece of equipment, might be a
What?
little bit difficult.
If what?
So if something like if
Oh,
you got
and you
something
tried to.
stuck and wanted to reset it,
Oh, right, because you got to go in and click on it.
maybe there's another way. Maybe you can find it. You were saying something about finding it in the.
You go into the garage, I think.
Can you just do it? You might be able to do it.
I think all your
That'd be fine.
pieces, yeah. Have you ever wondered, you know how there's crazy people out there? people
Just
that
talking to one, but yeah.
one to another. Uh, fellowship meal,
Yeah.
potluck. Got random people.
Yeah.
This was always my childhood thoughts. Do you think people put crazy stuff in food and watch other people eat them?
I don't know.
Got some
There'd be
wackadoodles.
people that would. I don't think there'd be any that would come to our potluck. There, actually, I can think of.
Yeah.
You know what? Never mind.
Yep. Makes you think.
But see that, like, I think about it. I'm like, ugh, gross. But that doesn't bother me so much.
No, I doesn't worry me.
If I tasted something and then knew for sure later that what I was tasting was something untoward, that would maybe bother me.
Yeah.
I mean, you've eaten my pie already, haven't you?
Oh, me. I knew it.
That's right. I'm the crazy person.
It's me. I'm the crazy person.
Should have made a pie. It's been a
Yeah.
bit since I've indulged. Although, I always am like, but then I would eat the pie, so
Right.
that would maybe not be a great idea.
Oh, I was gonna say
I,
about
don't-
pie.
I was gonna say I have a whole bunch of Nola bars left from my trip that now I feel like I should eat, but they're also
Remind you of the before days, the days of doing.
they just remind me. I mean, they're high calories,
Oh yeah.
which was the point.
Eat them
But
at work
also-
for a snack.
I'm gonna. I end up eating something in the morning anyway, whether I intend to or not really. So if I stick to a Nola bar, that'd probably be better than
Yeah.
other things.
I was gonna say what makes me a little bit gagging, or want to mess it up a little bit, is if I'm eating something like yogurt, and then think about something that the flavor like could be, like
Oh,
like
kind of like for me, Asiago cheese tasting like vomit.
yeah, like let's just say like also in your and a bit of a vivid thinker, if you would think like this could be like I don't know, vomit or denture juice or something something kind of gross like.
Yeah,
And like it almost can make me gag a little bit, just the idea that now that's in my mind that this is what it is, not that it is, it just either could be or it
Oh,
tastes like
yeah.
this is probably what it tastes like if it was. Ugh.
if the thing tastes like if it would taste like it, yeah, but like there's I completely agree if it's the taste. If it's just the looks, like people or the texture, then that doesn't bother me.
No, right. It would be the fact that yogurt has a bit of a bitter flavor to it, and it can almost be anything. Like, could it
Yeah.
be fermented skin juice or something? Like,
Yes, it is. It's
That's
a big
what I-
secret.
that- exactly.
Big yogurt won't tell you.
that's what I thought. They put it in milk and it makes cultured yogurt. Greek. It's just a bunch of Greek skin
Hey,
people.
Um, certain cheese is like they make cheese with if it's made with rennet, which a lot of cheese is. That's the lining of a calf.
Oh
stomach,
yeah, yeah.
which again doesn't bother me, but still
A little bit nasty.
a little bit,
I see you're putting your bells there.
I guess. Were we gonna take them over maybe and put them all over?
I don't know. I did.
Oh, did you? Oh
Yeah.
crap! I wish I would have.
Yeah.
I can still do the rest that way.
Yeah. I just figured, gotta go that way anyway. To do it now,
yeah,
it's half
no,
of it.
you're right. You're right. I agree.
I thought I was. Yeah. I see you've just bowled your racing around technique.
I almost started to
Disbanded.
again. That was a good time.
For one of you, for one of
Maybe.
us. Almost hit the tree. Why are you raising ground with down? So
In
ready.
preparation.
So ready. Shoot, I was hoping you'd hit that tree. Make me scrata.
By the way, guess who's back?
Shady? Oh, zoomy zooms. Racing around the bottom of
I
the
mean,
field.
so far it hasn't caused an issue. Okay, now I would have to pass this one by if I was going to go zooming.
Zoomies.
Ah, bollocks.
Why is
Just tapped the bale with the front of my tractor and it knocked it just out of reach.
why is there a bell the whole way into the neighbor's field? Like way up in.
Because I dropped it there accidentally.
How did you even get in that far?
What do you mean?
That just doesn't make sense why it would be that far in.
I don't know. I can't remember. But I maybe drove into the neighbor's field because I was trying to get a bit of grass or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it
The
does
grass
annoy
goes
me.
up to the neighbor's field, but you can't get it.
Yeah, it annoys me that there's a
I
pile
would
of grass there.
always I think I would always end up driving past it anyway, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh shoot.
Yes?
Well, my hooker was down. I was going to run into those pile of bales.
Ah, crap. Nope, nope. Here we go. Okay, if you let it push it the whole way off, instead of driving forward as it pushes it off, they go all wonky. Just so you know.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was all lined up for it to be straight, but they started going off crooked.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. It's fine.
If you do it up against the thing that's already there, it's too much weight, and it will just push your tractor forward and make a nice go of that.
Mhm. There's a lot of bales in this here field.
There is. Once we have 3 goes of this is going to be a lot. Make some real money.
There's lots of money.
Lots of
Get
money.
us that extra grown mower. Maybe another Fendt tractor. Or land, probably.
Land will get us more money.
The extra crone would make it go pretty much twice as fast, though.
For mowing.
Maybe not quite. Because if we would both mow and then both bale,
Right. But the mowing goes so quick now. Fairly quick. Yeah, 30 is pretty
I
big
mean,
though.
from the moment somebody starts mowing, somebody else can be full-time baling.
Right.
But it would maximize the time that there'd be 2 people full-time baling.
Yeah, since the belling you gotta stop
So
a little bit.
it would be faster.
Yeah.
Now, if you had 2 people baling while one person mowed, you might catch up. Maybe not, but you might. No, you might not.
Maybe.
I don't know. Or you could have one person bailing.
Can I get? You can get
And
that
one
one. Can I get
person-
the? Can I get? I can fill up my entire trailer with this last one.
No, you're right.
Thanks.
I'll just park my trailer with these on it, probably.
All right. Makes sense. Yeah, sure. You go first.
Okay, that was supposed to come
Wow.
off center. I meant to drop it right by the other bales, but oh well.
That was delayed.
Yeah, I pressed Q and nothing happened for like a whole little bit, and then suddenly. Wait, where am I going? The wrong way is what I'm going. We should buy field 35 and 36 as well at some point.
Where's them?
The two ones just over here.
Is that up against the road?
Against the river.
Oh, right. Those. Yeah. I like 36. It's pretty big. 35, you can't really expand it because it's like all hilly in the back.
No, it's all, yeah.
Yeah, we did sort of bypass some fields.
I think we did that because the one we bought was closer to the
Yeah.
shop, so it's like,
Yeah.
why not? Is there any fertilizer over here? Dry fertilizer? No, that's just seeds. Guess I'm gonna buy an 8-pack.
8-pack.
Yes, 8-pack.
Wow.
Fertilizer.
Good thing we didn't
Why
buy the
not?
field. Good thing we didn't buy the field. You wouldn't be able to.
But
Under how much the field cost.
we're waiting till.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm just saying.
And this is why, so I could buy massive amounts of fertilizer at a time and fill
Yes.
my whole fertilizer thing 100% full.
Yes.
I'm still not going to get 100% full with it.
Really? Wow. Lasts forever though.
I know, so we won't have to fill this one up for a long time. Yeah, I bought 8. I put them all in. I'm at 91%. I started at 11%, which means that. Oh, I'm at 91. Okay, each one of them is 10% of a thing.
Okay. So you could put 10 in basically.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
I think it holds 10,000.
Right.
I'll run over here and do this one.
All right.
I don't know if you want to start there, or is there anything else to do?
I'm doing 40 at the moment.
Oh, okay. Good enough. Good stuff.
Spuds and stuff. Didn't you say you could do 2 passes on 40 and be done?
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, this is 3 passes. The final pass is pretty, like not a full pass,
Yeah.
but
It's almost, yeah. It's not that far off.
yeah.
Sometimes when I'm reversing,
Yeah.
with my reverse pedal, which is also my brake pedal, sometimes I want to stop reversing and I absentmindedly think pressing the brake will help. Doesn't happen a lot, but it happens enough to be annoying.
put manual gear shifting on, and then you can just hit the gas to go backwards.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be annoying
No, that's what I did
because
in when we
my
played that
manual
racing
gear,
game.
my manual gear would be flappy paddles.
Oh, well, when we played that racing game, whatever it was, Forza,
Yeah.
I had manual
You
transmission
want to play
one.
Forza?
Huh?
What? So, what?
No, sure, I'd
Do
play
you
it.
want to play Forza?
I could play some. Uh, maybe not a lot. Maybe like 25 minutes worth or something. No. I could play some.
After we get this these fields fertilized, you want to
Yeah, I
switch?
could play some. Uh,
Cool.
I had manual transmission one, so you would.
Hmm.
It felt really good, like shifting gears as you drove.
Do you have a gear shift?
I was using controller.
Oh, you're using. Oh, right.
I don't think I have a gear shift. Oh yeah, it does, but I didn't hook it up.
How does the controller work? Like, what's the shifts?
I
It's just
did.
like I guess it's just sequential.
Yeah, I just did tabs up. Right and left tab would be
My
up and
problem
down.
is it's almost too much for me to keep track of.
Well, it was loads of fun. At any rate, I was saying all that to say, uh, going down and then switching in the reverse, and then you hit the gas, like the trigger to go,
Yeah,
like the gas
yeah,
pedal.
that's cool.
It's kind of neat to go backwards in. So
And also, you can hold the brake and be completely still rather than
go in
holding the
reverse. Yeah.
brake and you stop and then suddenly you immediately go in reverse. If you want to actually stop somewhere, you have to like brake until and then press again and then
Yeah.
yeah.
And if you come to a complete stop, and then go to, like, if you're in sixth gear, crash, come complete stop, hitting like the downshift, I don't think you have
Oh,
to go
just
down
put
through
you.
them. Just goes to reverse.
Okay, that would make it better.
Yeah, so it's not like, yeah, switching down through them all. I think that's how it was.
I have a question. Speaking of sequential gear, it just made me think of it.
Yes.
So, motorcycle.
Yes.
You don't have to use the clutch so much. I've discovered.
Uh, not
Good
necessarily.
deal.
Huh?
Like, does it wear on something? I should ask Josh. Maybe he'd be all excited and give me all the.
Um, it,
Actually, I'm glad I'm asking you that. Now that I think about it.
it's
No,
not.
I'm like, is it hard on it? Like, does it wear on it more, or like,
I think if you,
why would you use the clutch versus not?
I always clutch, because I don't
Uh-huh.
need to not really, and you get good at it and fast at it. It's not that big of a deal. If
Yeah, I miss the
you,
clutch.
I think I've not used a clutch before, but if like as you're going up through your gears, I think if you're like at super high RPMs and just like really trying to go as fast as possible and race through them, I don't think people use their clutch, just because you can just apply pressure and it slips into gear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If like it's going down in gears, if you can do it without the clutch, but you like have to push hard and then it goes
Clunk, yeah.
and that seems not as good if you rev a little bit. Like so if you I don't know if you've ever done this in a manual car, like shifted without the clutch.
No.
You like heel and toe shift.
Right.
I don't like to do it because sometimes you grind gears and you feel terrible about yourself and others. No, just yourself. But shifting, so upshifting is easy because when you pull it out of gear, your engine idles down. And it's the same thing like with the bike. When you release the gas to shift, your RPMs go down, which means that when you shift up, your RPMs are matching the new gear.
Yeah.
So it just slides right in. Going downshifting, you have to blip your throttle. It's like with the motorcycle, you don't actually have to blip your throttle at all, and you can still do it, but you just have to pull hard, which feels bad. So I don't do that.
Right.
But what I have done already, if you just like give it a little throttle and like kind of hold slight pressure on your gear shift, it will just slip in pretty easy.
Okay.
With a car, it's hard because if you don't do it right, it just grinds.
Right.
But if you do it right, it feels. You
So
feel like
smooth.
an old-timey race car driver, and you feel awesome about yourself.
I think with
you're matching the RPMs to the tranny speed.
right. I think with motorcycle, I don't think it's that big of a deal. The other thing is I think the biggest conversation or thing about it is if you have to let off the gas when you clutch shift.
Oh.
Because some motorcycles, some of your newer ones, if you clutch, some of them come with, as soon as you clutch, it doesn't allow it doesn't allow gas to be put, like, the RPMs to go up. So
Yeah.
you don't have to like let all the gas off and then clutch
That's
and
probably
shift.
fine then.
That's, but when you like your bike and my bike, that wouldn't work.
No,
Because it would just
I've
rev it.
accidentally, because I'm not very experienced,
Oh,
I've
really?
accidentally. No, it's interesting. I actually haven't been riding really long. I've
Yeah.
accidentally not let off as much as I thought I had, and then it like, and it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not
But
what you want.
I think slip shipping is just like car. I mean, if, as long as you can get it done
But
without breaking everything.
the only bad thing of that is just over revving. I think
Yeah, no, that's
of
not
like,
gonna do.
I mean, it's not doing anything as far as, although I'm not sure how a motorcycle clutch works. So like with a car clutch, if you just if you would press the clutch while like holding the throttle, it could potentially, how's it? So okay, so for instance, this is where you mostly see this type of thing. If you accidentally shift into a lower gear, a much lower gear than you were expecting,
Yeah.
don't entirely know how this happens, but it happens to people. Let's say you were, I guess if you were trying to shift from fourth into fifth and you instead went from fourth into like first or fourth into third, like if you were at the high RPMs of fourth
Yeah.
and went down to third, maybe something like that, engine revs like crazy, so people instinctively mash the clutch.
Right.
What that does is it can spin your clutch up like insane amount and spin all the material off.
Oh, wow.
Like because the clutch is spinning so fast, because the engine's revving so high, so you press the clutch and then the clutch just freewheels.
Yeah. It just goes like,
And it just all the like the material just, and like we've had them in like that. You replace the clutch obviously after,
oh, yeah.
and they yeah, like around the bell housing there's just like the fiber just like out all the cracks, like just, and then you take it apart and it's just full, and there's no clutch facing left on the clutch at all.
So you just want to let it ride it out, basically.
Yeah, I guess
Just
I was
apply the
asking
brakes.
Pap, and he, well, see, yeah, the problem is you're over revving your engine.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do would be to just pull it out of gear.
Oh, just slip it out. Yeah.
I think because your clutch is still applied, so you're still moving. Yeah, I think you just take it and jerk it out of gear without pressing your clutch. I think that's what you would want to do.
Yeah. See how
But
cool
I guess if it's blow up your engine or your clutch facings, I guess you would choose the clutch facing. I don't know.
Yeah. See how cool that part of the tractor is.
So I'm not sure. Basically, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure how a transmission. Oh, all the tractors have the
Ain't that cool?
wheels turn the same. That's so cool.
Dope.
Is a motorcycle clutch the same as like a car clutch, with just like
A face.
like a flywheel and,
it has
and material, and
it has tons. It has way more like clutch faces. Like
it doesn't?
it has. So at least mine is, because I replaced it. It
Is
has
it
like, it's like a dog box in a way, where it's got, well, it is a dog box.
Does it have like? Does it have like? Is it just like one clutch thing
No.
and like a flywheel, or is it like the ones where it's like
A whole bunch of them.
clutches, flywheel, and then like steels and frictions basically?
Yeah.
All stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, a whole stack of them. And if
Okay,
you look
okay.
up your clutch replacement, it'll sell you a whole bunch
It'd
of
be
them.
interesting to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like have you seen inside of an automatic transmission ever?
No.
The clutches in there, like you have different clutch packs, but what they'll be like 6 steels and 5 frictions.
Okay. Probably
Like
the same idea.
Gear. Or for each, yeah, for each gear.
Oh wow.
So I wonder if it's not a similar thing.
Probably.
But they're wet, and your bike probably isn't wet, is it?
Yeah, I think I put oil in it.
Are they wet?
I think they're wet.
That's interesting. So it's in a way it's like,
Yeah, they're wet, I think.
which is the sequential. So that I'm not sure how that. See, cars are either like. I've never worked on a sequential gearbox,
I think there's
obviously.
sequential.
How does sequential work on a
Maybe
car?
they
You
are
still
like a
press the
regular car.
clutch?
Maybe they are like a regular car. I'm trying to think. I
Like
seen
dual
them.
clutch. Dual clutch has dual clutch. Maybe that's just the transmission. I don't know. I don't think they're wet.
Dog box is wet. Well, that's the gears. No, that would not be the clutch though.
If I was so much. Oh, you got.
Did you jump for them?
I was like, yeah.
Oh
Want to do a little Forza for a change?
yeah.
Or sleep? Oh, we can. Let's sell the soybeans first.
Okay.
Oh wait,
What?
I can probably play. Yeah, we're only playing for a little bit. It's actually getting a little bit late.
Oh.
You said you didn't want to play more than about 25 minutes of Forza anyway, so
Yeah, we can play it.
that's just fun.
No, I can play Forza. I don't care.
You want to do it now? You want to sell first?
Doesn't matter to me. Okay. Well, how long are you playing? Would you say it's getting late?
It's 4:30. I have a thing at 5:30.
It's 3:30 right now.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay. So we can sell first.
Okay.
Wait, why am I getting the tractor? I'm a fool. I've been a fool. I reverted back to
Your olden days. Back to the poorer days.
back to the poor days when we did tractoring. Wait, let me run to the thing and wait for the train. Yep, the train if it comes through. Did I tell you I saw, you know, that Lamborghini that I had that we used so many times
Oh yeah.
because of a slight small misunderstanding?
A slight misunderstanding.
Yeah, I thought you liked the race. I for some reason thought that you were describing the race by saying the one that we used the Lamborghini on. So for some reason I thought you wanted to use the Lamborghini every single time. At some point you're like, "Is this the only car you have?" Or...
Yeah, I thought you were poor.
Funny. Anyway, I saw a Lamborghini exactly like that in real life.
Oh
That's what I
really?
mean to say.
Wow.
Hmm?
That's awesome.
It's the Hurricane, but more than that, it's their Performante. I knew about it because I saw it. They had it on the Grand Tour, I think, one time. The Performante. They have the little white, the Italian flag kind of stripes along the side,
Yeah.
like the sportier one.
Yeah.
They're all-wheel drive. They're so hot,
It shifts so good.
so hot, so attractive.
That's the other thing I liked about it. Like the shifting was just amazing. Like
Forza
it
does
feels like
pretty
you're
good
actually,
with
it feels like
making
you're
the
actually
cars
doing it.
feel, yeah.
Yeah.
One thing, it's like there's hobbies you can have in real life. Like you play games with guns, you can actually have some of the guns, like from the video game.
Yeah.
With cars like with Forza, like you could have one maybe of like the not very cool ones.
You can get the Supra, the BMW Supra.
You got the BMW Supra maybe, but I probably never will.
Hashtag maybe.
See, some people the guns are like that too because they just don't buy them.
That's true.
I guess I don't have any fully automatic weapons, so it's the same for me.
Yeah, you'd only be able to own one.
Super sad sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when it's like an SKS or something, I have that exact thing.
Yeah. M1A1.
Well,
Would you own an A1?
I could have. I don't know. I wonder how much you pay for them.
I don't know.
Because like it's almost like what's the point? Because it's like train.
I see it going fast.
I got it. It's slowing down. I mean, it is slowing down, but it's taking a while. Wasn't paying attention. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, it's like if I actually haven't looked if they're people crap on them all the time,
Right.
but I assume they're still like probably over $1,000. But I haven't really checked.
Oh, probably.
But the grand is only you can get a grand like a little bit crappy one for 1,200, can't you?
A grand? Like a standard one?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, you might be closer to 2,000. I mean, if you get a nice one, you're 2,000.
They're not that. The grands I don't think are that expensive, really.
No, they're not.
probably-
Like that guy was like, I was saying about how I can't
Yeah.
afford one, and he was like, I mean, you could, and I was like, yeah, I could, but also,
Yeah. No, yeah, they're 1,600 or something stupid. 1,800.
no grands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you were saying about
So
the
I'm
other
saying
one.
the M1A might be, you might be able to pick one up for $100, but probably not $500, which is
No,
the only
not
way I'd
under,
buy one.
and probably not under a grand either.
Probably not under $1,000 either.
It's practically the same gun, just different. Okay, step.
Did we have only 58,000?
Yep. I mean, you say only like that, but More than
I
the
started
Pendulum.
filling before you had poured all of it into it.
oh,
So, and then every time that you say start filling, it like puts a little bit out, but it's probably not actually putting any out.
no, I don't think so.
The silo doesn't have any in it.
Right,
You could see that
right.
potentially. We should be well over 700,000 when we sell this.
Yep.
Just so you know.
Yep.
Why does this train have a steering wheel?
Why does the train have a steering wheel?
This train has a steering wheel.
I think, don't I? Isn't there something about like helping it, like you can turn the wheels or something stupid? Oh, nice.
I don't think you can turn the wheels. They're literally fixed.
Isn't there like? I thought there was something to do about with assistance or something.
Maybe. Maybe there is. Maybe like if you go around a corner, you can turn.
It seems stupid, but
That doesn't seem right, but I'm not going to stand on my head and say it.
right.
I'm not autistic. I'm not autistic enough to know for sure.
There's someone we could ask. Only there was someone that was like really into trains.
Well, you act like you're thinking of somebody.
The British kid.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah.
Hello.
He's such a good egg.
I know, right? Here in just a few moments, General Electric 4596283 is going to come roaring through the platform.
You actually sound
Here
like
it comes. With the camera like fish-eyed on his head.
Yeah, I don't know if I was mistaken in the beginning, but he's going with it now.
Oh yeah, he just always does it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
And he knows some of the guys now. So like,
Yeah, they
always
all-
wave at him and honk
yeah.
at him.
Which, I mean, you would by that time.
Oh, obviously. Oh no, update queued.
Oh.
Oh heavens. How long? Which gives me time to sort out my controller stuff because I'm not using my steering wheel, which is a shame. Sometime I should.
Hmm?
I said sometime I should get the steering wheel more figured out.
Yeah.
Forza makes suddenly my steering wheel seem like a poor investment.
Hey, you can farm with it. That's nice.
Hey, yeah. If we ever played Trucking Simulator again, I'd be good to go.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's another game that needs to be dabbled in. Yeah,
The
well,
problem with certain games like that is like you play so much for
oh yeah.
like you
It'll-
put hours and hours and hours and hours in.
Well, have you seen how many hours we put into Farming Simulator?
It has to be stupid now.
It was
I actually haven't seen
it
recently.
was like
Maybe
an app like 100 hours a long time ago. So
142 for me.
oh, wow.
Probably less.
What?
Maybe not. You played some without me. No.
Yeah. Let me see. Library. Oh, 132. Interesting. How'd you get an extra 10 hours?
I don't know.
You
Pick
played
them
with
up here
Jake
and there.
some. You played with Jake some, maybe.
I did. I played with Jake some, and like I don't know, a lot of times, like before you get on, I'll play a little bit.
Right.
But like we played through the whole Sniper Light, and I understand that's almost disappointingly short because there's like 10 missions.
Right.
But we played through the whole Sniper Elite 5 and I only put 25 hours into it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like very much. We did hammer through it.
Far Cry New Dawn, I played through the whole way once, and I've played more times. I played through once, and then I've played some more. I only have 46 hours.
Oh.
Oh, Valheim. Oh, 230.
Ooh. 164. Oh yeah, you did a lot of
Crazy.
solo playing in the beginning.
I did a lot of solo play. That we played. What happened there?
Me
We
and Ashley
played
played.
some.
Then
You and Ashley played a bunch
yeah.
before I ever even started. For some reason, you kept telling me get it, and I was like, I don't have no idea why. I was like, okay, well, I guess. And then I felt underprepared, so I began playing. So you guys didn't play through the week so much, I don't think.
No, yeah, probably not.
You guys would play mostly just on afternoons, and then I played a bunch during the week.
Yeah.
But then when you played the rest this time, I mostly only played with you.
Yeah, this time I got on your server and then destroyed your place and made it all different.
That's beautiful. I can't wait till they do updates.
Yeah. They need at least both those biomes before we can like get back into it enough.
Yeah, we should probably wait till.
So you can just
Oh,
play it for a while. Huh?
I have 5 minutes left.
5 minutes left. Of what?
Bidding.
The f do you buy?
I'm updating. I can't play it until it updates.
Bidding.
Updating.
Oh, 5 minutes left. Oh, I thought you said bidding.
Haha. I'm doing online auctions. Just leave me alone.
You're buying stuff. Good glance.
I'd like to. What if you had?
Huh?
Okay, I know. Once you had like tons of money, you'd probably end up buying things
Yeah.
like in your price range, which would be more expensive things, if you know what I mean.
Oh, maybe,
By the
yeah.
way, I'm getting 15 down, 15 megabytes, which is like 150, which is better than I've ever got before, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's very good. And you're on Discord.
And I'm on Discord. Elijah, I think part of the reason that it's better is Winston had his router up in the attic. Elijah was like, it gets hot and then it doesn't do as well.
Oh.
And so
Is that why it
Winston moved
kept
it.
crashing every now and again back during the summer?
I wonder.
Yeah.
That's what we decided. But I was saying something I can't remember. Doesn't matter. It's of no account.
If you were wealthy, you could spend money.
Oh, right.
like a
If you're
floor.
wealthy, like I'm sure you would end up spending at like one more expensive things. Like so, instead of obviously, I buy a car for 6,000 or whatever, and try not to ever fix it up. Try not to put any money into it. So like, so you're wealthy, you'd probably end up spending 30 grand on a car
Right.
and 500,000 on a house. I'm not saying they're wealthy. I'm just saying like wealthier.
Right.
But imagine like you're wealthy, you make tons of money, respectively,
Okay.
within reason, but you still like live like now. The only thing is, I think we're describing Trent Fulber. I mean Troy Fulber. I mean Trent. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but yeah, you could yeah, you go to